What's happening? Man, so pretty much gonna talk about my experience with U.S. Foods. How did I like it? Why I left? And would I go back? So I worked there for a total of I think like 40, 45 days. Pretty much I made it to my uh, 90 day. No, not 45. I meant 90. So I made it my 90-day probation period, and then I put in my 2 weeks. So basically 14 days after 90, whatever that, 114, 104 days. So start by saying, yeah, I liked it. Overall, I liked it. Overall, it's a good experience, especially for anybody new, fresh out of school. I think you don't even, some places, depending on where you at, man, you don't even need any like driving experience, or very minimum, I would assume, like probably like a couple months, maybe. So the job itself is hard, all right? Hard in the sense that you're gonna be working. So if you're not used to labor work, it's gonna be hard for you. If you're not used to a high intensity environment, you know, it's gonna be hard, and it's dangerous too. You know, you out here in the elements, especially around this time, wintertime, it's ice and stuff like that. When I was working, we had a guy completely snap his leg. A guy that I started with, me and him went to orientation and all that together, snapped his leg, moving too fast. But yeah, if you ain't used to no labor work, man, it's gonna be hard. You know, it's not impossible if you got your arms and legs, you know what I mean? You can move, you feel me? You know, they got a dude that I work with, and he's 51, 52 years old and still doing it. So, you know, if you ain't, I don't want to say lazy, but if you're not up, if that's not something that you're up to doing, it's going to definitely be hard on you. It's going to be a breaking in period. Was I the best at it? Nope. I wasn't. I was able to do the work, but see, I only had one speed, you know what I mean? Like, moving around in the back of that thing, in the back of that trailer, it's dangerous, man. You got little pieces of plastic that get caught up under your boots and will trip you. You stepping over these raggedy pallets, wooden pallets, you get your foot caught in there, snap your ankle, stab yourself, little nails. You got stuff like oil and stuff dripping out these boxes. You slipping and sliding on that. It's ice in there too. You know, it ain't all peaches and cream. But what job that you'll come in the door making $30+ an hour? $30 an hour. That's no joke. U.S. Foods, you start there. I'm speaking about Kansas. $30 an hour. You feel me? Yeah, I put up with some shit for $30 an hour, man. You know, I put up with some shit for $30 an hour. It wasn't that bad, goddamn it. But it's just not what I want to do. You know, I got other plans, so I got what I needed out of it. Yes, I would go back and work for them. That's why I put in my 2 weeks, so that I can leave on good terms. So that if I ever, do decide, hey, man, I want to go give this a shot again, I'm always welcome back. Because guess what? They always need people. Now, I wasn't the best worker, but I can go back. You know what I mean? Owen was there. I was on time most of the time. You feel me? I wouldn't say it's the best job I've had, but it is definitely the most highest paying job I had. Now, that being said, there's some negatives too. Because you're making $30 an hour, you'll think, oh yeah, I'm finna run it up. You will. But where I'm at, You're only working 4 days a week, and your overtime kicks in. You only get overtime like every day, right? In a day, you have to work over 10 hours. Anything over 10 hours is your overtime in that day. It ain't like at the end of the week, if you work X amount of hours, anything after 40 is overtime. No. So let's say you work 12 hours that day. That means in that day, you got 2 hours of overtime. So some people like it, some people don't. I don't like it. Because they can set you up with routes that'll, give you an 8-9 hour route, 10-hour route, and they expect you to make it within that time. So, me, I turn an 8-hour route into a 13-hour route. So me and my, boss dude, we would always bump heads about that. And I'm getting paid by the hour. That's my incentive, to get as many hours as I can. Hey, everybody got their food. Shit, so hey. What else? Yeah, and then so on some of the holidays now, it's supposed to be, if you have to work on your day off or on holidays, that whole day would be time and a half. So this Thanksgiving, what they did was the company moved, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong, because some people, they like to have a holiday off. So you still got that holiday pay as long as you work the day before and the day after. So I think Thanksgiving was on like Thursday. So as long as you work Wednesday and Friday, you would get that holiday pay, the 8 hours or whatever holiday pay. But, we were supposed to work on Thursday. We were supposed to work on Thanksgiving, and we would have been paid pretty much. We got our holiday pay, that 8 hours flat. Plus, we working that, we working that day. You feel me? So that would have been like double time pretty much. Up to 8 hours, it would have been double time up to 8 hours, and then like time and a half after that. So, but what the company did was they scheduled, the entire company scheduled that day off. So you didn't get that pay. All you got was that holiday pay if you worked the day before and the day after. Now me, I got stuff I gotta do. I got kids out of town. I was like, you know what? Deuces, I'm out of here. I won't be here on Friday, so I didn't get that pay. But that's a decision I made, and I gotta live with, So, yeah. So that's kind of a way that they can kind of control your check, so you wouldn't make that big money unless they fuck with you, unless you're real good. So I can't sit in. I'm not gonna complain because I wasn't the best worker. Now, if I was in there really moving these, boxes, I'm like, yo, I can do. You know what I mean? You know how it is. Maybe you're going to get those special privileges where they, they'll set you up with the right routes. That wasn't me, though. So, yeah. So my checks, I would average about $1,100 a week, maybe $1,000 a week. And you only get paid every 2 weeks, so I didn't like that. Especially coming from getting paid every week, man, you get used to that. So to go back to getting paid every 2 weeks kind of sucked. What else? You got to deal with the customers. So now, for the most part, me and my customers was cool, But you're going to get people who just old and grumpy sometimes, or some people who just hate the world. Or you'll get customers who feel like you're supposed to just do everything for them and they ain't got to do nothing for you. You feel me? That wasn't going with me. Now, I had some customers, we got along perfect, bro. They feed me, and I do whatever they need me to do, man. You want me to put this over there? You want me to separate the rice and the beans? You want me to do that? Yeah, I got you. Finna give me some food? Yeah, I bet. We're going to do that. Now, you got other people who, they're like, I need this over here and that over there. So technically, you're only supposed to drop it in 3 different spaces. You got your frozen, your dry, and your cooler. Those are the only 3 spaces we're supposed to drop anything at. And so you'll get these grumpy customers who want you to, no, I want my chips over there and I want, this over there. I'm like, so I see if they're going to reciprocate with me. I'm like, man, this smell good in here. What y'all cooking? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I would love to have some of that. You know what I mean? Just throwing out a little, if they ain't trying to, hook me up, I'm not hooking you up. I'm dropping it where it need to be dropped at and I'm gone. And they wouldn't like that. And so I remember I talked to the boss one time. I'm like, hey, look, Is, do we have to put these in, like, is that part of the contract that we got to go out our way and put things here and put things there? And they all about the customer is more important to them than you are. So he's like, well, it's not in the contract, but it's something that we do for all of them. I'm like, oh, but it ain't in the contract. Like, it ain't nothing that we got to do. He didn't want to say, yeah, you ain't got to do it. He was like, well, it, da da da. You know what I mean? Customer service, all that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, that's all I need to hear. I ain't give a damn, bro. I was dropping that shit, you know what I mean? Right where it needs to be, right on purpose, too. And I would, hey, look, if you ain't gonna scratch my back, I ain't finna scratch yours. So I had customers like that where they wanted you to do all these things or expected you to do all these things because you knew and they think that they can get over on you. I wasn't going for none of that. But again, you got the other customer where I'll break my back for you, because we sit, we chop it up, we talk. We kind of got to like know each other. You feel me? So that was cool. That was nice. So all in all, my experience with US Foods was good. It was like a solid experience. It was something that, I'm glad I did. I made some money. I've never made $30 an hour before. You feel me? Now, even though they did, they do their little tricks to make you, but you got to think. You got to remember where you came from. A year ago, I was in a warehouse loading trailers at Target for, what was $23 an hour. Even that was good money. Before that, loading, stocking shelves at Walmart for $18. You feel me? So you got to stay humble. Remember where you came from. And remember, I remember working 2 weeks and I would only get $800. Now I work two weeks and I'm getting $2,500. You feel me? So stay humble, and plot your, if you feel like, oh, this ain't what I want, or I want more, which you should always want more. It's always a way to just think about your future and, go about moving towards your goals. But yeah, man, y'all remember I put it on the video, like, oh man, a goal of mine is to make $28 an hour. I hit that goal, I hit it. I did it. So yeah, now I want to make $1,800 a week. You feel me? Like, now I want to take home after taxes and all the bullshit. I want to be able to put $1,800 in my bank account a week. And that's probably, I'm probably a little bit ways away from it. I could do it right now, but I would have to sacrifice some things that I don't necessarily want to sacrifice right now. You feel me? So yeah, got that. And what else? Anyway, I'm gonna take the rest of this month off. We're gonna go have a little mini vacation. We're gonna be up in New York. And I'll be applying. Well, I kind of got something lined up already with a company right here out of Kansas. They're a flatbed company. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go that route. Hey, look, anybody can drive a reefer or drive in, you know what I mean? I kind of want to separate myself a little bit. I can learn how to tarp and strap and do all of that. Anybody can learn how to press a button. I was just doing it at US Foods. So yeah, I would have did the tanker stuff, with the chemicals and all that, but I couldn't get my hazmat. I wouldn't mind learning the pneumatics, but I'm open to all of it. You feel me? I'm open to all of it. I'm not limiting myself. So yeah, so right now the flatbed looking like what it's gonna be. So I know I'm not working until the 7th of January. So after the 7th, I'll, hopefully I'll have something set up to where I'll be able to go in by like the 10th and start, maybe, depending on how they orientation cycles are. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, my days at US Food is done. It was a good experience. And the hours was like good because you go in like, well, it's early as hell. You go in at 5 a.m. and you're done whenever the truck is empty. So depending on your route, you could be done at, some dudes was done at noon, 3 o'clock. Me, I usually made it back about 5 or 6. Yeah, long hours, long days, but I also wanted that overtime every day. So yeah, I might have to. I'm gonna ask my partner. I'm gonna ask him if I can load up some of them pictures of his leg, man. Buddy broke his leg and ankle bad. Got screws in it. So yeah, it was fun. It's a good job. I encourage anybody to go ahead and do it. And again, I got a record and all of that, and they didn't care about none of that, and they paid me $30 an hour to do it. Yeah, stay humble. Go ahead and lift them boxes. You know what I mean? And they was like, they gonna give you all the equipment you need. They give you good training. You know, you gotta watch your money. You know what I mean? Make sure you're getting paid right. But I would say that it was a good experience for me. It was good enough for me to want to go back. Okay, because y'all seen me done quit jobs like didn't give them no notice. You feel me? And that's not to say that I wouldn't go back to those jobs because they were good jobs. I just didn't care to leave on good terms because I knew, hey, if I ever did have to go back, like I wouldn't give a damn if they hired me or not. You feel me? Like it would be like last option type shit. You feel me? Now, US Foods, this might be like, oh well, if I'm back, I'll go holler at them. You feel me? Or Cisco, which I heard, stories about them, but it's food service. So I got experience in food service. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm finna sit back and enjoy the day. Get on somebody live and, troll. If you let them tell it. But yeah, man. Y'all stay good. Have a, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. 100.